Hi everyone, my name is Shen and I'm in New York City. Welcome to the new episode of the program Insights from Musik in the Air. Music often tells stories. It is true to music by Beethoven, Haydn, Mozart, Tchaikovsky, and many other composers. This Saturday, we're going to present to our audience another concert project, Stories. We selected works by Glinka, Glazunov, Dvorak, Britten, and Janáček. Each of these pieces is about storytelling, and between the pieces, our guest artist Daniel Petrol will narrate excerpts from Myra Coleman's book, The Principles of Uncertainty. In this episode, I would like to talk about the Czech composer Janáček. His only work for cello and piano, Pohádka, which means a tale. Janáček's music is unique because everything the composer wrote is in the style of his local culture. Janáček had spent hours every day for a long period of time sitting in the local market, making notations on his notebook while listening to people talking and singing. He later created his own composition technique called the speech melody, which you will hear very often in Pohádka. Janáček's musical language is purely Czech. He could become furious when people claimed his music sounded like music from other nations. However, Janáček had great interest in literature from other nations, especially the Russian literature. In 1910, Janáček composed Pohádka for cello and piano. The music followed the storyline of the love between Prince Ivan and Princess Maria from the Tale of Tzar Berendey by Vasily Zhukovsky. Between 1910 and 1924, Janáček made several different versions of this piece. The version we are going to perform for you this Saturday is the one performed most frequently. Before the first performance of this piece in 1910, Janáček gave a speech to the audience about this piece and its story. In the Berendey edition, I found the original script that Janáček used for the speech. The story starts with From a Tale by V.A. Zhukovsky. There once lived a king called Berendey whose beard reached down to his knees. He had lived with his wife in perfect union for 3 years, but God had still not blessed them with any children, which grieved the king sorely. At this, the king decided it was time to view his kingdom, so he took leave of his wife and traveled for 8 months. The remaining story was missing from the script, but during the trip, the king was caught by the immortal Kashche. Kashche threatened to Berendey that he will take his beard or treat it with something he had but not yet aware of. The king made a deal with Kashche to save his beard. However, the king didn't know that his wife was pregnant. Berendey finally came back to his castle. When he saw the newborn prince, he was scared to death that Kashche will take Prince Ivan away from him. He tried to protect his son, but Prince Ivan eventually knew about Kashche, and Ivan decided to face his own fate. This is where the story begins in Pohádka. So as I'm telling you the rest of the story, let me show you how Janáček tells the story through his music. So the beginning of the piece, Prince Ivan went to the same lake where Kashche caught his father. As the young prince approached the lake, he saw 30 great ducks on the water. And as you hear in the music in the background, the moving 16th notes represents the lake, and the melody on top of that represents the ducks swimming in the lake. And the pizzicato from the cello represents Prince Ivan getting closer and closer to the lake. As Prince Ivan gets closer to the lake, the ducks approach to the land and transform to 30 girls. Prince Ivan fell in love with one girl who is Princess Maria. Here is the melody represents the love between the two. However, Prince Ivan didn't know that Princess Maria is the daughter of immortal Kostya. Kostya was furious when he found out the love between his daughter and Prince Ivan. He tried every possible way to separate the two, and here's how the music sounds when this happens. Eventually, Kostya chased Prince Ivan away. Kostya used his magic to turn Princess Maria to a blue rose, so that Prince Ivan will remember nothing about Princess Maria. And this is how the first movement ends. After Prince Ivan left Princess Maria, he arrived in a village and fell in love with the local princess. The second movement starts with Prince Ivan playing games with the local princess. They quickly fell in love with each other and decided to get married soon. Here is the melody represents the romance. At the same time, going back to Princess Maria, an old gentleman saw the blue rose of the princess. He removed the magic and the Princess Maria transformed back to the human figure. At the same time, Prince Ivan remembered Princess Maria. All his love and passion towards Maria returned. Ivan escaped from the wedding and went back to Princess Maria. The third movement is about the journey of Prince Ivan finding Princess Maria again. The movement starts with this. And Prince Ivan found Princess Maria. And at the end, they went back to the castle of Berendey. And lived together happily ever after.